Under this service of Callisto, the entire ocean is for the scientist. 2 of the exoplanets are super habitable. Both planets have been found from Earth as well. It is butter, but it is 8 times the size of the Earth. Is big. Music. There is only one such planet in our solar system. There are living conditions worse than Earth. It is butter, but despite this, who even notices it? She's not doing it. Her name is Callisto. Who? It is the second largest moon of Jupiter, and inside the image you are seeing the white thing. Ho vessel has Barfi present on Callisto. Initially it was considered a date of the solar system. An active rocky body was declared, but in 1990 it was proved that Callisto. There is a whole ocean beneath this service, used as early rocket propellants. I am going to die to make. Astronomers placed a celestial sphere over Callisto. The atmosphere has also been detected, and he estimates that if radiation is given a rock, then humans can reach Jupiter. Breathe very easily on the pride of. According to our current understanding, if we look at it from the outside, at present the Earth is the universal cloth, is a planet where life exists, but in the past, scientists have discovered some such things inside the universe. Habitable planets discovered only in June. All menus contain butter from our land. You will get a super feeling. It will come on the 5th of October 2020. Astrologer begins his mission, under which he made such planets his own. Made a target which was farther from the Earth in all domains. We're afraid, and you won't believe such planets were also found, which are not 1 or 2. In fact, there were a total of 24 of these super nails for finding habitable planets, and his team decided to make a different observation, for which he made a list of criteria, and whatever follow his list of planet criteria was doing it. It simply meant that he is a super habitable planet. When we find a proper planetary system, the first thing that decreases in it is that planet, and measure the distance between her host, because that's how we know that the planet is in its habitable zone or not, and if yes, then how much water is there on it. Percentage will be to find habitable planets. Talking about the next criteria, it is size and mass of planets, because any planet's flesh and size life to evolve can influence it to happen as much as it does now. The larger the planet, the more space there will exist for humans to live in, and the more flesh the planets have, the more it will also have more gravity, and due to the higher gravity, the planet will keep the air close to the ground, its atmosphere is much thicker, and size and mass will remain stable. After the criteria, now let's talk about R. The next criterion is temperature, in which the temperature of these planets is different from that of the Earth. 5 degrees Celsius up or down, because the middle area of the Earth, i.e., microbes, are thriving in tropical regions, surviving in similar extreme temperatures. Now let us consider all these factors, keeping the scientist in. 2 such super from exemployment habitable planets have been found whose surfaces, both temperature and atmosphere, are different from the Earth. Also butter is Jim from one of the Newton B planet. This planet was observed for the first time in 2017. It was found that not only water is rather of any life form, all the essential things for survival, such as hydrocarbons and amino acids, are also heavy. This planet is present in the mantra, so good to live, that research, according to some alien behind its perfection. It is said that the hand of and the possibilities. Looking at fenugreek in October 2017 and 18, an organization named has created many. Send a message from the gym in a message. The sounds of different musical instruments, and in the second message there is a scientific tutorial on location that even if Newton but intelligent life, when it became present, we got 1N1 in its bigger form. The day will surely reveal the next superhabitable. Where does the hot star system go? As much soil as there is in the deserts of the Earth, there are as many ears as there are stars in the entire universe. It exists now if there are only so many stars. Imagine how many planets there are now. Only our Earth in the book every those planets. But life exists only if this happens. It seems almost impossible from our Earth. One such star system is several 39 light-years away. Exists where not 1 or 2 but the whole, with Earth-like planets orbiting their star, is circling, and 3 of these planets in their habitable zones orbit. Star named Tri-Stone is doing. The system was first discovered in 2017. Its planets were also larger than Earth, are much older, meaning that on planets that life will be when the Earth is completely formed. Already about 3 billion years before, all the planets must have developed by now. A tiny red disk the size of the side of Jupiter is revolving around a star, and this star, it is much cooler than our sun. This planet has titanic people on its orbit. It also means that one side of it faces the star. There is always relief from grief while doing it, and on the other side, exactly the opposite. that is, cold relief. And do not check this yourself on your axis. It seems that if all these conditions are perfect, then such a place between cold and hot regions, there will be a strip area from the wife where life, easy traffic in solar system, planets so close to each other. If you stand on one of these, when you look up at the sky, you will see stars. The rest of the planets in the system revolve around themselves. You will be seen wandering around. Music. T-star system has two planets in its habitable zone, which are TOI 700d and TOI 700d both. This exoplanet has a mass similar to our Earth. The same is true for T700d, which is 28 days away from its sun. If I feel like it's a round trip, then I'll have the same T700d 37 during the day, and both are approximately the size of the Earth. It is equal if both these planets have one. When this type of atmosphere occurred, their temperature, theirs will be more than our Earth. Habitability is a game changer for scientists. Found that many of the TOI 700d plants exist, and if any name. When he reached here, he started life farming. The plan will be similar to our Earth, but that it is theoretically possible that other live on a planet similar to Earth. Well, evolution is something that, like gravity, nature's universal drive, it is believed that the rules which are the basis of the universe reduces everywhere in this process. Species that are related to each other are similar. Facing natural challenges. Evolves because any alien planet life's starting point quite simple relief that superhabitable planets. They must be quite old, and their size is very large, temperature is warm, and Earth. The competition will be more famous there. Planets orbiting such a star, which are older than our faces, and their lifespan is also longer than Surat. It is believed that our sun is close to Das Villain will exit for years, and Java. Life on Earth has come to Earth. Complex life forms can be estimated to be several billion. Although there are some stars whose life is longer than our sun, due to which life on their planets ends. If there is more time to get it done than now. The question arises that after all we are on these planets. How to find alien life? First we need to find the cast, also known as red doll in simple words. Goes to the red door to face the rest of Terra, are very cold in their luminosity. This means that the light is also very low. Together they existed for 20 to 70 million years. If we compare it with the Earth, so any star orbiting a red dwarf, if life exists on the planet, then it better than Earth to evolve and adapt. You might have got more time, and its idly would be about 5 to 8 billion years, which could mean that as of today there is life on planet G. There is no trace of locks of crores from there. Aliens start living in the years after, and maybe by then we. The existence of humans is this university. Life disappears first because of this. It is very difficult to find. Any planet is the name of Hindu planets. Of music. 57,154.01 Now both the evolution of life. Perfect for the first planet. Surface taper Earth combat KY 5715.01. Only 2.4 degrees Celsius less, but it is 8 times bigger than the Earth in size, meaning its land surface area and gravity. Now if the water level will be much higher than the Earth. If we talk about its own sun, and according to the distance between the planets, there must be a lot of water here. I want the temperature of another planet 27 degrees Celsius that you live in a whatever feeling it gives. Then one thing is certain. It is clear that in terms of comfort, the planet is perfect for us now. Reason for the movement of the technical plates of the Earth. The nitrogen cycle continues continuously. Now you will say that we live on nitrogen. It won't be possible from any of us. Most people think that on Earth, having more oxygen is most important. But the truth is that the most, even the air is 70% nitrogen. There is only nitrogen, and this nitrogen convert into chemical forms such as proteins, which is necessary for us humans to live. Ideal station produces music, the most art-like planets ever discovered. And if its atmosphere is very, when it became like Earth, its selfish temperature will also be around 28 degrees Celsius, meaning that we deserve to live as humans, and the sun of this planet is also only 12.4 kilometers away from us. The lighter is away from the Earth 1800 liquor away sinus. Constellation had a similar exo. Kepler 45 is a planet, U2R 85 from exoplanet. Both have their own stars. revolves once in its average. The temperature dropped by 1.6 degrees Celsius. Scientists believe that on its surface, liquid water does exist and probably living creatures like us may be living here, but its gravity might shatter our dreams. Kepler IV52b is 60% larger than Earth. It is massive, due to which its gravity is quite high. It is too much now. Live in this much gravity. Is it possible to build a pond on the ground at all? It doesn't seem so, but its atmosphere ID. Considering the density, the possibilities are that here we have plenty of flying creatures. Through artificial intelligence, the mother of the simulation produced. They're the huge steam car that flew in the air. Yes, there is power and there are balloon-sized waiters. If we humans paint this exo, but if we go there, then maybe we will not be able to sustain there. Pay taxes because of its extra gravity. Karen Hamari heart. Beat double heart due to reading too much stress. Karen blue pressure will also almost double, and the risk of stroke increases even more. Now let's talk about the next 667 cc. It is 24 light years away from Earth, Scorpio S, located in constellation and triple star, around a red dwarf containing system, revolves 1.5 tonight from our planet. Tidal lock with his star because of this. One side of it always faces the star, and there's no sign of light on the other side. Reaches, resulting in another. It's hotter than the desert and, on the other hand, like Antarctica, year-round. We have cold weather on both sides. He is called Toilet John when he meets you on the line, and the temperature here can be habitable. It is such that the university in the Portuguese research says that the temperature here, it can go up to 27 degrees Celsius and here, but the presence of liquid water is also possible, or simulation here. These five-legged spider-like creatures or dogs will be of the size of an rocks in gum areas. You must be hunting for details under, but the question is whether humans blue sexy. Yes and no. If it is a matter of both, we can stay here comfortably, but this exoplanet is known for its unique orbit. Butterfly heating shows what happens of its gravitational energy, thermal energy. Due to this, the planet gets converted into interior hits and volcanoes, and geysers become active due to this reason. The temperature suddenly goes very high, and perhaps we humans are unable to survive in such temperatures. If you don't survive, I'm going to take you away. 36.7 light year furthest from Earth. Brightest star in the constellation. This great gangster is on the heads of directors, and its brightness is less than our sun, times more than our current technology. We failed to find actress planet, but according to this simulation, at one time, here a planet like Earth exists. The scientist named it after the actress has given when the actress, the cloud in the desert and the star inside. He got it if someone at that time actress A. If there was an alien civilization, then perhaps it predicts statistics in advance, and he was there to save you from it. It may have become so advanced that is an advanced civilization, and even today an actress. You live inside giant glass doors like this. 1,000 planets inside glass door, which would have provided water and will form glucose. There will be a gym in the mind but in the name of the body. Only the system will be different creatures in appearance, but all these will look like computer networks. Oregon in the US will be connected. Researchers found similar plants in which was named osteo for the army. This is the file in square kilometers. Looks like a cluster of thousands of mushrooms. Is actually a huge organism. If actress today like no exoplanet true. If it was in 1950, it was formed much before the Earth. And accordingly he will be considered intelligent. Life forms have had plenty of time to evolve. Must have gone, meaning there are high chances that we might get to see aliens there, but there will be no place for humans there. Because we cannot survive in such conditions. Whenever we humans will be able to go out of the Earth. When we search for habitat, we find such exo. Looking for a plant who's living. The conditions are somewhat like our planet. But would you believe that there is such a planet? Which could be more habitable than Earth? I'm talking about the closest thing to Earth. The Vala star system in Alpha Centauri. An exoplanet roaming around Alpha Centauri Issy. It is said that here even higher than the Earth. There's more oxygen, and because a triple. If it is a star system, then it is not one but three. It is possible that the light came from a star. There are trees and plants all around the planet, and there should be no shortage of food and access to oxygen. Karen, the size of life here is always quite big. It is possible that even today there is some living being here. There should be relief, and like the creatures on Earth, they too. You are running in the race for survival, but the question is, it is whether we humans can save this planet. We can create our future with simulation. And it has been found in scientific studies that this planet is a great source of life possibilities. It should be better here than on Earth. The temperature will be optimal for humans, and there will also be a page on liquid water here. Being in a triple star system, it is season change, very extreme level weather. Like the summer season here. The temperature touched 60 degrees Celsius in. And during the winter season these mines reaches 90 degrees, so extreme temperatures causes thousands of deaths on Earth. Seen only once in a year. Whether it is the Sahara Desert or the icy plains of Antarctica has made it everywhere, and we are special. Alpha story with the help of equipment. Cipher will definitely survive the year 2005. In scientist near Saturn's mouth. How does the signal come from Titan that tells us this? And indicates that our solar system, apart from us humans, there are other aliens too. There was something in this signal that life exists, due to which scientists found water on Titan, hydrogen, methane, and nitrogen cycles. Evidence was found, and all this was not normal. It doesn't matter, because this is the thing because today life is possible on Earth too, and this. The reason is that scientists believe that Titan. But still, there is definitely some life now. The question arises, what is this signal to him? I thought that scientists have become so bossy that something is definitely going on Titan. The search for life on the Titan began in 1944. I started that time, Touch American. The search for life on Titan above Astromart was doing this, and during this time he noticed that Titan's atmosphere is a threat to Earth's climate. It is absolutely ideal for life, although the above research was based on his estimates. But even then, scientists knew that Titan. But there is something that is different. For the discovery on Titan on October 15, 1997. How to launch this not growing plant. Proof. It launches safely from Earth. But as soon as it enters Titan's atmosphere, reaches then some of this frequency, starts coming. The scientist felt that there are some problems with these frequency probes. It has come because that is why it itself must have been generating, but when I investigated it, I was actually surprised. Was not generating the frequency itself, but rather generated from Titan's atmosphere. According to the scientist, there were two reasons behind this. The cause could have been either Titan's atmosphere, or was generating frequency, or of any other alien life out there. Karen, all this was happening now that there was more proof. Landing on Titan for testing. And some soil samples were taken there. He sees something strange there when he conducted chemical testing of Titan's soil. Then it was found out that in the 8th temple of Titan, hydrogen formation does occur, and this completes even distribution in the atmosphere is happening. But where this hydrogen is living in the atmosphere due to light words, it should be there. It is disappearing now. This is surprising because there are many species on Earth that survives by drawing hydrogen from the atmosphere. And if we look at it on Titan, this is what is happening on Titan as well. Scientists estimate that even on Titan, such species exist besides Titan, of acetylene and nitrogen in the atmosphere. Amanda is very little on Earth when this groundwater is a microorganism that acidity survives on them. That is why there is a possibility that similar things will happen on Titan. It is micro-organized, but the most important thing about organizing is not in water but in ethane and methane. It is a relief that according to the scientist, this micro-organize in Titan's atmosphere. Nitrogen prices are increasing, and we also see the nitrogen cycle on Earth. The Falcons on the Titan also. This will help you in achieving a lot in your entire life. Tells that when the scientist studied its soil, when they examined the samples, they found that volcanic eruptions on Titan. Gum is not like burning lava but like ice. Cold ammonia and methane are released in these two. There are substances which are essential for any life, is essential for the origin of. Scientists have great confidence in this. There is a possibility that there is life on Titan, although life does not depend on oxygen but on methane. Does life survive on Titan or not? Scientists have not yet shown any truth regarding this matter. But the question arises, what if there may be more life on Titan than on another planet? If I am sent, can I survive there? Titanic is a moon with many. The conditions match those of the Earth. How tiny are the water drops in the atmosphere, which protects it from cosmic radiation? Similarly, in Titan's atmosphere, ethanol Methanol methane is produced from cosmic radiation. G. Karen defends the girl who lives here. Life gets protection through tidal. Oxygen is essential for the atmosphere. A mantra is a substance that does not exist. But Titan has a solution for this too. There are these waters beneath the ground and, with the help of electrolysis, we can extract water from this water. Can generate oxygen, which means that we need to worry about oxygen. There